Hello my friends, this is Jose from LuoVita. Today I'm going to talk about how to easily bounce back from any setbacks. I know this can happen to anyone, but how we handle ourselves can make all the difference. So it can be some setback at home or work or in life somewhere, but it's important to remind yourself that the things you do well and so that you move forward from this place of strength, right? This can help you to handle this stress and disappointment of a setback. It can also help you to avoid letting these negative emotions of a setback control your thoughts and actions. So this major setback can be a traumatic experience. It can cause you to step back and reassess what matters in your life and how you want to live it. It can also give you this new appreciation for what you have. So a lot of people find that this major setbacks forces them to develop this attitude of gratitude, something very positive. So when dealing with this setback, try to figure out what factors were and weren't in your control. So it's helpful to talk with someone that have this experience, You might benefit from focusing on what you can learn from the situation, how you can prevent it from happening again, for example, in the future. Some people also have this learning journal. This helps them to collect this wisdom from the experience, And the first step to bouncing back is putting this setback in perspective. This is just one thing, that didn't go on your way. And it doesn't really define you or us as a person. So learn from these mistakes. Mistakes happens, as you know, to all of us all the time, and it's a must. But what you do after a mistake is very important. If you learn from your mistake and turn them into opportunities, it can help you move forward and grow, To start, you need to accept that you made a mistake, and that's okay. And it's not the end of the world. Denying that you messed up or trying to find someone else to blame for the situation won't really be helpful and will only keep you stuck in this negative place. So afterwards, once you have established this, take the time to evaluate what went wrong and why. This will give you this deeper understanding of the situation and how to avoid other situations in the future, right? Like this. It may also help you to reach out to other people who has experience in this life, friends or colleagues, and they provide you with these insights and advice. So once you have understanding of what went wrong, it's time to plan a plan and put it in motion. That means, depending on the nature of the mistake, this could be anything from improving your study or habits or changing the way you approach projects or at work or another project. It's important to remember that this isn't a simple task sometimes, and you need to be really patient with yourself. So it's important to remind yourself also that this mistake, doesn't define you as a person. If you're having trouble with this, try thinking of all the positive things in your life and put it in perspective. For example, you might have a loving family or successful career, and these aspects are more important than any setbacks you have in the past. The more you can focus on the good in your life, the easier it will be to go back from the setback. So focus on your strengths, When it comes to this even personal or professional, we all have strengths and weaknesses, and it's much easier and more effective to focus on improving your strengths than it is to try to make up for your weaknesses. It takes a lot of energy, It doesn't worth it. Strengths are those things that come natural to you, so you can do you have more confidence, right? And momentum that you need to move forward. But weaknesses are those things that require more effort and attention. So this is important to keep in mind. Keep also your goals in mind, because keeping your goals in mind is really important to moving forward after a setback. I know it's easier to do it's easier to talk about, right? And to do it, but sometimes your mind can get overwhelmed with the fear of being disappointed again and having the same setback happening again, right? getting caught up in this negative thinking is one of the biggest obstacles, to overcome setbacks. But what you can do is focus on what you can control, and that is the future. Your attitude and how you respond to it each day. And this will help you move past this disappointment of this setback and without letting it ruin your life. Some of the most successful people have experienced failure and failure again. But they didn't let this misfortune stop them from starting again. So you need to remember that every time you experience this setback, it will only make you stronger. So if you get this bad performance or review or whatever, don't let it discourage you from pursuing your goals. So goal setting, start by identifying this main objective that you are trying to achieve. Then break this bigger goals into smaller steps to help you work forward and achieve them easily. So if you focus on these small steps, you will be able to see this progress and feel like your efforts are paying off. You are feeling, for example, imagine you're feeling particularly down after a setback. Try talking it over with someone. This will allow you to lighten up your frustration and give you this new perspective that you're not alone, and it also reminds you that this is just one incident and it's not a reflection of your worth as a person or as an entrepreneur. Important also, take a break. It's hard to take a break. I know when we have so much to do, but ignoring everything will only make things worse sometimes. If you keep working without a break, it's more you just get burned out sometimes. This will affect your performance, and you can this lead to even mental, physical health, problems. And when you take a break, you give yourself time to rest and recharge. It's a great way to reduce the stress and improve your performance, your attention at home, at work, at school. You can try different activities, just chat with someone, or exercising, meditation, breathing, relaxing. And, the important thing is to choose an activity that isn't too similar to your work or what you were done. Choose something completely different. And you will then deactivate and reactivate the part of the brain that was working on that thing. So this will give you more energy. And also very important, don't blame others. I know, it's important, everyone has these setbacks and they can happen in any area, in any time. So regardless of the nature, it's very important to recognize that it does not affect you as a person. As I said, it's not our business. I mean, when a setback occurs, it can, it's easy to look outside and blame someone else and something external, and it can happen, of course, but normally it's a waste of energy. They will only serve for distract you and distract you from this real issue. And this gives you sometimes even this anger or frustration, right? For example, if you feel that you have been unfairly overlooked for a promotion, or at your job, or instead of blaming your boss or co-workers, ask yourself what you could have done differently. This will allow you to identify areas you can improve and give you a better chance, even if you just say, I'm getting out of this job, it doesn't suit me, but you just avoid this in the future, not by just running away, but doing things in your power, So if you're struggling with a setback, remember that everyone makes mistakes and failure. It is completely normal. If we didn't do failure, we weren't just a computer, right? I mean, if we just didn't fail, it's not possible. But you have the power to change how to react to these obstacles, setbacks, and turn them into lessons that will help you to move forward. So the solution is to take this deep breath and find ways to come back instead of feeling defeated by them. So by taking a step back and reconsider your goals, right? You will just more or better prepared to overcome anything. So I hope this was really insightful, helpful for you. Check out the descriptions. We have great resources. Subscribe to our blog. Once a week, we receive really helpful stuff that will just open your mind or help you organize your ideas, Let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So this was, I hope, really helpful for you. But let me know. And, keep being strong and take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye.